way.
Yeah,
last minute.
Just as you got level, you should have just taken straight off. You'll be fine. I've got to get going because the next pupil starts in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Good driving, George.
Thank you. The pass.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to give you a license, but that's me, innit? See you later. okay? Are you not too close to the steering wheel? It looks like you're...
Is it too close?
I think so, a little bit.
Okay. Yep.
Well, you tell me. Comfortable?
Yeah, I feel comfortable.
Okay. All right. So we're going to continue with our theme of moving you out further and further. Okay, so we're going to go just a little bit further today. Okay, how's that sound? We're going to be taking in our usual junctions, roundabouts, and new situations, okay?
Yep.
Right.
Let's go.
That's it. So, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Just drive on.
Okay. Oh my god, I
Stop
made
on
the
the left.
biggest mistake ever.
Signal.
Signal left.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop now. Okay. It's not the biggest mistake ever.
I forgot the signal.
Put it on.
So sorry.
So whose responsibility is it?
It's mine, the driver.
All right. Are you safe to go?
Yes.
Round
Sorry.
round ops. Listen, just stop your car. Stop, Vanessa. Stop. Right. So you've made a mistake. You're still going to do your driving. So all round observation. Start on the left because you're now parked, aren't you?
Yeah.
So look around. Are you safe to go?
Yes. Not at the moment. There's a car coming back.
Then.
So
Okay. That's it. You've got it. Okay. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. So listen. The point being, okay, that it is your responsibility as a driver.
Yeah.
Maybe you, as an adult. Yeah. You're responsible for your own
That's like the first thing you do when you get on the car, but I forgot to do.
Okay, no worries. But the point is, that isn't really my point. No, I'm not, to be honest, not too bothered about that. That's neither here nor there. You're still okay. The thing is, you let it affect you, because when you went to move off again,
I was panicking.
Exactly. And it's really important that you develop the skill of resetting. So once you've made a mistake, I want you to literally forget about it, concentrate on the driving, okay? Because it is really important. If you worry about making mistakes, I made a mistake, you get what's called a domino effect going on, and then it leads to another mistake, and then it just keeps getting worse until eventually we have to say, well, stop and just reset.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you make a mistake, as long as you can sort of brush it off and not worry too much about it, you can swerve out from there at all. You're already like well clear of him. So there's too much space you give these guys. So at the roundabout we are turning left. So these park cars, they'll get 1 metre, that's all they get.
Okay.
Clear? So back into our, let's get back in the zone. We're just going to follow this road around. The unfamiliar road, isn't it? So today we're going to head over into Sintin.
Okay.
You know Sintin at all?
Yeah.
Around by the house there.
Okay.
roundabout, we are turning right for exit. And then again, we're turning right at this roundabout for the second exit. At the roundabout, you're going straight on, second exit. And then slow down for it, that's it. That's like, clear. So just stick to the leftish position. That's it. Keep moving just a little bit. And now it's very, very signal that's going to okay, just like that. The main thing there is get the speed. Otherwise, it's
Yeah, because the roundabout we need to slow down to turn.
okay, so we're into another roundabout. We're going to turn right.
Okay.
So next, we've done this before, I know.
Yeah.
Right hand position. So good positioning. Position. Okay. Remember, your position is key to it. Because without a position, you can't go anywhere. So exit. Move along. That's it. You don't want to drive on that stony area over there. That would be too much, if that makes sense. So we've always got to be thinking about that natural line.
Okay.
So quite often on roundabouts you see these sort of stony areas.
Yeah.
Just full stone. Try not to drive on there because nobody else does.
Okay.
So that tells you something about where people position themselves. It's just where all the stones get kicked away from the normal driving area. So as we go around here, we are going to see set of lights. We are going to go straight on.
Okay.
And you're going to need to look at the road markers and strings.
So that's
There you go. Now you can go. Get ahead. Did he move?
I think he did a little bit.
Did you move because he moved?
No, I thought I saw the amber light going on.
Ah.
I thought he was ready to go.
Okay. turning left. We've got a left lane to go into, so what we're going to need to do is tell the guys behind us what we're going to do. So we've got a green light, so nice and steady. We still need to slow down for the bend. It's still quite a sharp bend if you look at it. Right, we go then. Follow the road ahead. So, years ago, the test centre used to be here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it used to be this building with the black fence here. That's where the test centre used to be. Changed now. It didn't used to look like that. It's kind of old. It's also cabin. So these are the old test routes that are on now. So you're still on test routes, but the older ones. So many people have driven down here on the driving test. That used to be our local cafe where we used to go to get tea while we were waiting for people on the test.
Is it still there, the coffee?
No.
So many years ago, then?
Yeah, a long time ago now. I think it's been moved from here about 7 or 8 years now, I suppose, must be. We're just going to follow this on round. There's plenty of route there in the left lane for you. Because he's in a protected right turn area. So that's the area in the middle of the road which is designated for him to wait in.
Yeah.
So we're coming to another roundabout and we are going to turn left, first exit when we get there.
That's roundabout.
It is. Okay. First exit. Just take your time around here. It's going to get a bit tighter around here, okay? Potential meeting situations. We're taking the next road on the right.
So position on the right.
No. Stay in the left position. It's a normal road. I chose turn. Okay, let's go then. So we've done a few right junctions, but not that many because of where you live.
Yeah.
It's all more sort of flowing roads, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're turning right, you'll stay in the left position until you turn in. So when we're talking about meeting situations, we're talking about cars with the other way. So sometimes we might need to wait or hold back is what it's called. And we'll work on that as well as what we see. So every time we see like here a pinch point, are you clear to go through? Are you clear?
Yeah.
So let's commit into it then. And I want you to be asking yourself the same question at every single pinch point, even this is pinch point. He shouldn't be parked there, that's opposite the junction. And that failed his test if he did that. So that shows you that he wouldn't do it on his driving test. And then of course if we do see a pinch point and we can't go, and the cars are on our side like this one, then we will just wait. Are you clear? Yep.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we are just going to imagine that a car's coming down the road and we have to wait by that blue car. So I want you to slow down. I'm going to hold your position here. Now, I'm going to stop you in a particular position. You just keep driving and let go of the gas now. Right, so this position here, so as you can see, we're about 1.5 car lengths back from the object car. We're away from the pavement, so people behind us don't think we're parked.
Yeah.
And we've also got a little bit of tilt on, a bit of angle on, so it's easy to go when we go. So this is the perfect holdback position that you've got here, yeah? Does that make sense to you? So if the car was coming, we're just waiting this position. Have you got your foot on the brake, please? Put your foot on the brake.
Yeah.
That's it, you've got control of the car now. So imagine it's cleared up now, so you move off, just check your mirrors, you move out, there you go. And that's your holdback position. So if I ever say to you, hold back, that's the position I want you to adopt, okay? So we're going to imagine that there's somebody coming around the next pinch point, which is here on the left, so we're going to hold back behind the white car. So let's see, I'm going to leave it to you to bring it to a stop. There. That's it. So I would perhaps be just slightly further away from him. As you move off now, you're going to have to work your steering a little bit more than what you really should do.
Yeah.
You're your position, your angle is really good, and your position away from the pavement is really good as well. It's just the distance, yeah? Okay? The other thing that when we do a hold back, we must make sure that we've left them somewhere to go. Because, for example, if there was a car park just behind us on the other side, they wouldn't necessarily be able to get around. So we need to be able to keep that in mind as well. It's clear here, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to practice this hold back a few more times. Are you clear to go? Let's go. Check your door. That's it. Just in case any cyclists going around your castle or whatever. Good hold back, actually. Not bad. For your first attempt. All right. So what we'll do is we'll just go around block and do it again. So if we take the next road on the left, we'll do a bit of what we might get them for real. That'd be nice. Keeping it on our side of the road. Now we've got a car behind us, so we won't be practicing the hold back with them there unless we turn off. So we're just going to drive as normal unless the car really does come. Are we clear to go into the pinch point? Yeah. So let's move in, nice and gently. Watch out for see that. So we can't be doing that kind of hold back practice if we've got cars behind us. So we'll just continue. Are you clear to go through? Yes. Okay, so let's go through. Now if a car was coming this way, we would expect him to stop because the hazard car is on the other side of the road. Yeah. A little bit closer. You know you're too close because you can hear the wheels hitting the frames. Okay, so they've gone from behind us. So the next car that we see on the left, I want you to imagine that there's cars come in and we have to hold back. So just practice your hold back position on this. Yes, please, yeah. So practice your hold back position on this car. That's it. Not bad at all actually. Okay, drive on when you're ready. Good. Yep. And again on the blue car we'll practice the hold back position. Stop. Yeah, this is it. This is the correct distance, okay? Yeah, there you go. Alright then, so should we see a situation where we've got cars going round, or if we'd been there a few seconds earlier, oh man, you could have done it for real. But that's what you're going to do, okay? And you're going to do it on your own, okay? So are you clear to go in?
Yes, okay.
Let's go then. Right, straight on then, please. So we are going to a roundabout, and I would like you to turn left, first exit when we get there. So good positioning, Vanessa, up to the giveaway lines. Are you clear? Continue on round then. Always slow down as the road becomes more difficult, like a bend. Park cars, you must reduce your speed accordingly.
Okay.
So the road goes quite sharply to the right here, so we're just going to follow it on round. So he's going to have to hold back for you. So we'll have a look at his holdback position when we get there. So slow down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so he's alright. He's not got a lot of angle on though, but his position's pretty good. You see how he was away from the curve?
Yeah.
And it was the distance away from the car was correct.
Yeah.
If he'd have had a bit of angle on, it would have been perfect. As it is, it's still good. So we're turning left at this mini roundabout, first exit. So now that you know about the holdback position, you should start to see it more often. Are you clear?
Okay.
Let's go then. Because it's good to see how other people are doing things, and you know, because we 100% expected him to do that, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Slow it down because it's a bit trickier. That's it, you can still go through. You see, that's his protected right turn, but you see how he wasn't square into it?
Yeah.
It was like that, and he kind of caused the corner of his car was sticking into our road.
That's right. That's why I slowed down.
Exactly, but you slowed down now. If you imagine this was his driving test, it would fail him for that, because he's caused us to slow down when we didn't need to. If his position had been correct, we could have just carried on without slowing down.
Yeah.
And that's the point. Straight on, second exit at this roundabout. So when it comes to your driving test day, that's what, if you cause anybody to change speed or direction when they wouldn't have normally done so, then that would fail. So in other words, you've got to fit it slow.
Okay.
Making somebody stop when they would have often stopped for anybody, then that's okay. So we are coming to another roundabout, and we are turning left at the first exit. That's quite around here. It's usually a bit busy, isn't this? It's good to be the first time driving on this road. First time driven on this road, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So we're coming to another roundabout, and again I would like you to go straight on second exit, please, Vanessa. A little bit far over there. So you could have stayed on your side of the road, even given that red car the correct distance, the door length, would have still kept you on your side. So you do need to be mindful of that.
Okay.
You don't really want to be going over the centre lines unless there's a real need for it. So we are turning left, right? Really good positioning. Really big position. There's a really big sweeping junction there, so the key is just follow. It's only 30 miles an hour in. The key is to just follow your pavement around. Okay. Okay. Check your left arm as you go back. Those sharp ends, you see the black and white arrows, they're called chevrons.
Okay.
So you only see them when it's a sharp end. Very good. Look what's going on. What's happening?
Turning left.
Yeah, no. Stop now. Where's he turning? There's no junction there.
Yeah.
What else
So
is he doing?
talking.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'll give him more space.
Yeah, because he's going to need to reverse here instantly. He's got his reversing lights on. In theory, we could go around him and he would have to stop, but I mean, the thing is, as he reverses, the front of his car's going to swing out.
Yeah.
So it would be tricky to go around him anyway, wouldn't it? So you're going to go when I tell you. And what should happen when we move past him? He should stop.
Okay.
So you stop now for that car coming down, because when you're doing a manoeuvre, you have a danger zone around you. See how he's moving there? Yeah, that would be a serious fault actually. As soon as his front end starts to turn in, we're going to be thinking about going.
Yeah.
He's going to counter steer his wheels, you see. Okay, let's go. Check mirrors.
Oh, there's a motorbike.
Okay, all spotted. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's fine. That's it. It's a bit awkward doing that on the main road, but you just get used to it, because one day I'm going to ask you to do that as well.
Okay, that's going to feel really stressed.
So you'll be fine. Okay, so we are going to be turning left at the roundabout, first exit. Clear. Anything that goes like that is never really good in driving. It always wants to be a part of the plan that you've just made.
Yeah.
The moments before.
Like smooth.
It's possible. If you think about it, if you're driving along with something like that, your passenger or your examiner, you know, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You want to like this, that's four. You're bored. You know, you want to.
Stay awake.
You know what? At least you're going to get your license if you like that. You don't. If you put them on edge, no way you're getting a license out of them. I guarantee you that. Okay, of course it is. So turning right at the end of the road. What's that woman doing? She stood in the middle of the blooming road. Just watch out for the street. By the middle lines. That's it. Go up to the giveaways. Take your time. Don't worry about it. Go a little bit further forward. You've got about another 2-3 meters before the end of the actual road. Okay? Are you clear to go? Okay, let's go then. So what? Thanks. Okay, next road on the right. It's just here. Drop it down. That's it. Position. Slow. And turn. Take your time. No rush. So you just slow down a bit too early there. If you slow down too early for a junction, then you've got to, quite often, if we hadn't sort of got the brakes and gone forward there, then you would have probably ended up stopping for the red car.
Yeah.
So some potential meeting situations around here again. road, we are turning right. Oh, no.
Oh, after this
Too
junction.
soon, yeah. So remember, you can't be signalling and then driving past the junction. So just get yourself up to your give way, have a check, are you clear? So, in theory, when you signalled earlier there, what should you have done?
Just go.
Turn into that junction, yeah. So it's not travelling too fast. Even better is just have a look. So at the end of the road, turning right, is there any junctions before it?
No.
Or you can signal then. So that's what you want to be question asking yourself. So really good positioning. Make sure you check properly both ways before you go.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, that's it. So it's a bit of a tricky junction, especially to the right on that one. See, left is easy, see it's open. If you remember your open and closed junctions, talked about them.
Shall I slow down?
No, well, just keep going. Come on, drive on. Your lane is completely clear. That bus wasn't over the white lines, was it?
No. I feel like when large vehicles travel past me, I feel like I should give them more room. Not really.
Not really. If they're over the line, then yes. As long as your position in your lane is good, it shouldn't make any difference no matter how big they are. Okay. Apart from that, where are you going to get the room to give them? Or are you going to go that way? I was going to say, what about your poor pedestrians? Because they're even more vulnerable, aren't they?
Yeah.
The pedestrians are the top of the hierarchy of vulnerability, so you have to look after them the most. The big trucks actually are at the bottom end of the hierarchy, turning right to the roundabout. The second exit is going to be 1 and 2.
Then on the right. Yeah. On the right.
Are you clear? What's that positioning? Just over the white lines there. So you're not allowed into that those white lines. That's closed hatchback. This is your exit. See how they've got a solid white line around them?
Yeah.
You're not allowed in. Just watch that positioning. Just a little bit tight. So I know I did say to you, exit in the right-hand lane, but you can overdo it as well. Okay, that was slightly overdone. Again, you're getting quite close to that stony area where nobody ever drives. Don't worry. I know, you know what? Learning to drive is like, it's like trying to describe a shade of grey to somebody. Right? I can tell you for sure it's not black, it's not white. But try to, apart from that, you can't really say, oh, yeah, it's a line shape. You've got to kind of balance it out over the lesson. Yeah. So eventually you learn, no, it's not that, and eventually you kind of narrow it down to a sort of like a flow, and then once you're into that flow, then everything works really well for you. Yeah. So if that was too far over that. Okay.
Like learning from mistakes.
Yeah. Okay, we are going straight on at the next roundabout. Again, there's 2 lanes here, so straight on second exit. What we need to do is slow it on down and make sure you check properly. So good positioning, eye clear. Stick to your leftish position. You can see them step there. You don't drive on them. You don't drive on the straight. There you can see them. Yeah. So they can help you to understand where not to drive on a roundabout. Roundabout, straight on, second exit. This has only got 1 lane on it, you see. There's a central position. Are you clear? Clearly, you see all them stones there. There's no one to drive on them. Straight on, first exit. Slow down, slow roundabout. ready to go? I see. So mini roundabout. You've seen a mini roundabout, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we did that yesterday. Everyone was flying.
Yeah, that's what we did, yeah. So at the next roundabout, you will be turning left first exit. So good positioning, Vanessa. Good checking. Are you clear? Go there. You're going to need to put your signal back on. Look, I've got watch. Careful with that brake. What was you thinking there? Got the wrong pedal.
I think so.
Yeah. So the road just follows around to the right. You've got the priority. Keep it moving. Thank you. That's it. These guys just going to have to wait. That's the rules. Same here. Keep it going. You've got the priority. If they cut across, then you'll stop. But until then, you can't. If you stopped, if this was your driving test, and you stopped, let them guys at that big truck out, and they would fail you for it. I guarantee it.
Okay.
I've had people do it with buses, where they've let a bus go in, and they've stopped and let the bus go in front of them, and they've failed them for it.
You might think it's polite, but it's not safe to do that, right?
No, exactly. Yeah. But we're not here to be nice, are we? We're here to get a driving license. It's very important that we keep that in mind. Stick to the priority system. Be as nice as you like after you've got your driving license, alright? If you want to let people in, then that's your business. Shall we go around as well? As you move out? I mean, we're always going to be courteous to people, of course. Well, why wouldn't we be? That we're not going to go out of our way to be nice to them. The next set of lights will turn it right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Not yet.
What's that? Already caught you out with that junction out today.
Although I haven't really pressed, but you know what I'm going to do? I've got my fingers ready. But you can mind reading.
It's not mind reading, it's body language. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, so I know exactly what you're thinking. So I spent my career sort of trying to get ahead of everything, looking ahead on the road and spotting the danger early and the potentials and stuff like that. And, it takes years and years to build up that kind of perception.
Yeah.
But that being said, the most anybody can ever look into the future on driving is just like half a second, 3/4 of a second maybe. Sometimes you can see a couple of seconds ahead, but generally the most you can ever really see realistically is even half a second, 1 second. Because anything that you see after that time is then out of date.
Yeah.
It's got an incredibly short shelf life as your observations. Okay, so we're going to be going straight on at this next set of lights. Now, to go straight on, there are 2 lanes, both go straight. Which one do you think you'll choose?
The right one?
The left one.
Oh.
So choose the left one. I'll explain why. No signals to do it. Thank you. Position like this. Now, you see how both these lanes are going straight here? So we've chosen the left one. The reasoning behind it is, I want you to consider that the left lane is your normal driving lane and the right-hand lane is the overtaking lane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? So if you've got 2 lanes going your way, whichever way that is, always choose the left if you can. the other side as well, so choose the left of the 2 lanes so your lanes match.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there were 3 lanes going your way, you choose the leftmost lane.
Okay.
So the general rules of driving in the UK is always stick to the left.
Yeah.
And follow the road ahead if you're not sure where you're going. Because eventually you will see a sign for where you're going.
Okay.
So we're going to a roundabout and we are going to be turning left first exit point there. So I'm going to leave this more to you now. You've done plenty of roundabouts.
Yeah.
So you know what to do. So we're coming to another roundabout and I'd like to go straight on second exit. I'll leave this to you again and this one has got 2 lanes on it.
Okay. So choose the left lane.
Exactly. Choose left lane to stay in the left lane.
Okay.
Very good. Really good actually, yeah. Good. So we're going to another roundabout. I would like you to turn right, second exit, so it's 1 and 2. Good. And if you had checked your mirrors before you signalled to leave, that would have been perfect. Next time we could make it perfect, yeah? Okay. You did everything else really good. Your positioning, your speed, and everything was good. You did do the signals. Ideally, we do our mirrors as well. Okay. But you know, you get about 95% there with that one. So we are going to another roundabout, and I would like you to turn left first exit when you get there. We are turning left first exit. Be careful there. So listen, Vanessa. So you went all the way to the other side of the road. You get that then guys over there, way too much room. Anything that puts all four wheels in the opposite side of the road, be incredibly skeptical about, okay? It's really unusual that that happens. Okay, so turning right to the junction. Take your time. Okay. Yeah, them guys with the, I understand what you're thinking, you know, yeah, there's a couple of them there that are doing parcels and sort of give them extra room. It makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
However, you only need a door length, metre and a half max. So with this van, perfect. If you've given them that space, it would have been absolutely fine. Okay. Okay, so we are coming to another roundabout very soon, and we are turning right, third exit. It's an anticipatory thing, the mirrors.
Yeah.
If you're not thinking about it, then you're not going to do it, basically. Your attention is more based on your positioning, which, of course, is incredibly important. Your mirrors will be really important, especially on driving test day. See how you've just gone over the white lines down the bend?
Yeah.
They will mark you down on that on the test. Minor mark, it's not going to fail you, but you know they will start. These little minor marks will start to add up. Do you know how many of these little minor marks you're allowed to get on the test?
6? I don't know.
It's 15.
Oh, okay.
No, the reason I laughed is because when you said 6, that's what it is. That's what it is when you want to be a driving instructor, taking a driving test.
Oh,
you're only allowed 6, but you guys, you're allowed 15. Okay, so there's plenty. You know, so don't worry about the minor marks, but try not to build them up. Okay, because the general sort of driving is a reflection of your quality of driving those marks. Turning right. Clear. So generally our driving school we're looking at an average of about 3.
Did you say which has?
Right.
I think.
Yeah. Okay. So most of our pupils are passing with 3s and 4s, 2 3s and 4s.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the quality that we're looking for.
Okay.
Because you know it's really hard to get a 0. I think in all of the years I've been doing this, I've had I think it's 9 actually now. It's got one quite recently, to be fair. So yeah, 9. And we say, you know, with these perfect passes, that's when somebody passes the drive test without any faults at all.
Yeah, like 100%.
Yeah, they're really rare. So we've had, I'll say 9 in 18 years. So you get one every couple of years, basically. Which is quite good considering that the examiners only hand out 1 or 2 a year, and they do 1,500 tests a year. So that shows how kind of rare these perfect passes are. And we never promote that. We never sort of promote going for that because it makes it too tight. You know, we always say just go for a decent drive and do your best that you can. If you happen to get one of them perfect passes, fine. I've got a story about that, so another time.
Okay.
Some people actually went for the perfect pass and it kind of it's not been a perfect disaster.
Was it smooth in the beginning, but then
straight on, second exit, we've got time to go up and around. Yeah, bless her. It was probably one of the worst fails we've ever had in the driving school in the end. Shan't tell her anything. Nice lass, and she went for it, you know, she went for that, and she was doing so good. And the examiner was like, oh yeah, you know, do this. I said, no problem. Until she made a mistake.
What was the mistake?
Well, the mistake was she didn't get herself into the correct lane on approach to a roundabout was turn right. And she was in the wrong lane. She went, I'm in the wrong lane.
Oh.
What should I do? And the examiner said to her, cool as cucumber, she said, well, just do what you normally do on your lesson. And she went, and she was in my manual car. And she ended up blocking both lanes because she stalled the car between two lanes as she was deciding which lane to go into. And of course, people were beeping her and they were calling her names and all. You know, people really got really frustrated. And she was.
That'll make her more stressed.
Yeah, well, the point is that up to that point she had no faults against her whatsoever, and this was about halfway through the test. But after that, she ended up with every single thing she did was just so like a serious. She ended up with something crazy like, I think it was about 8 or 9 seriouses.
Oh, wow.
And I think two or three dangerouses as well. And it all just went. And at the end of the test, the examiner said to her, well, I don't need to tell you that you're not passed. But she says, I will give you credit because you stuck with that test. Most people I know would have just given up on that. So to your credit,
she finished it.
She did, bless her, she did.
Yeah.
And she finished it, and it was such a bad fail. I remember.
Sorry for her.
Well, I actually went home. I had to ring her that night because I thought if I don't ring her and sort of have a chat with her, she may never drive again after that.
Yeah.
But she did. She came back, and the next time she came going straight on at this.
Okay.
Roundabouts, neck exit, driving home.
Yeah.
So the next time she came and she did pass, she passed with 4 or 5 minor marks, and she did really well, and it was ended up being one of the best passes in the history. She didn't get a perfect pass, but then again, she didn't go for it.
That's a good story at the end.
It is a great story. In fact, even better, I was walking down in the city centre a few months after she passed, and we had a beep. I turned around and it was her, and she had the kiddie chair in the back, and she had a daughter in the back, I think it was a daughter or something. Yeah. And she was like, hello, it's a beautiful day, just like today it was. And she wound her window and said, hello, Rob, you know. And you know what, it was so good to see, and that's just absolutely made up for it. Yeah, it's a good story.
I think that's what you told me in the beginning when I made the mistake about the seatbelts. Like, you have to reset your mindset and just
exactly,
move on.
It's the same principle, isn't it?
If you let that affect you, your driving for the rest of the day will be ruined.
I have seen people make what they thought was a serious mistake on a driving test, and it all just fell to pieces on them. Yeah. And actually, it was only a minor mark, but the faults that they made after that were the serious ones. And had they just had the mindset to just forget about that, they would have been absolutely fine and still passed the driving test. Yeah. Me stopping on the left. Okay. Slow it down, get rid of the speed. Because if you get too close to this pavement with speed and clip it, you'll know about it. Thank you. If you get rid of the speed and then tuck it in and clip it, it's only going to be a minor mark. If you clip it at the higher speed, it'll be a serious mark. Does that make sense? Hey, you put it up and then put it down. Put it up. So remember, Vanessa, button it to the top of the other button, okay? Okay. All right. So there you go. What do you think of that drive then?
It was really fun, and I got to some places I've never been before actually, and I feel like it's getting more interesting.
Well, it will do. I mean,
driving now.
Yeah, when you first start driving, it's all we have to cover the basics. We have to. As you go through your lessons, it gets a little bit more complex. Just little steps, just a little bit. Yeah. And what we're going to be doing next lesson, because I think you've done really well with this today. Next lesson, we're going to start doing some reversing as well. So we're going to add some reversing elements into it. Fixed manoeuvres. We'll start with the basic ones for you. Yeah. But the fixed manoeuvres, there's only a few of them anyway, so don't worry about it. They're dead easy. I'll show you a really easy way to do it. Okay. And that'll be that. Yeah. All right. So good. I'm glad you're enjoying your lessons. And thank you. Are you looking forward to your lessons each week now?
Yes, I am. I get excited and nervous when I about to start. But when I got my hands on the wheel and start to drive, I feel really awake and focused.
Good. Really good to hear, actually. Yeah. But it sounds like you're connecting with the car as well. Yeah. And you know, we say, you know, the cars they become a part of you. You know, it's like your own little sort of personal space that you're driving around, and that's a good thing that you're telling me there, because that shows me that you are connecting with the car. Yeah. You're enjoying the driving. Have you noticed how you're more concentrating on the driving system than the actual control of the car? Yeah. You notice that changing as well?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Brilliant. So next week, are you okay?
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
1:15. Okay, yeah. It's 1:15.
It just makes my sort of day a little bit
Yeah, that's fine.
more
So see you next Tuesday at 1:15.
yes. Yep. Yes, you certainly will. That's us done. Thank you.
Yeah,
You have a good rest of the week.
Yes, you too.
All right.
I'll see you next week then. Bye.
You better. Bye bye. That's quite positive debrief. So Vanessa's had about 7 or 8 lessons now, so she's really getting into the driving and connecting. And she says, when she's taking the control of the car, she feels like it's a good thing. She's done very well. Very happy for her. The thing about learning to drive, though, you see, with somebody like Vanessa who's just had the lesson, she's doing really well, but at some point, as everybody does, she will find something in driving that she has a little bit of not difficulty with, but not as comfortable as other parts of the driving. There's always something. Whoever it is that's learning, they always find something to do. Just give them a little bit of a challenge. Driving hard, and I wonder what it'll be with Vanessa. Hopefully nothing, but we'll keep our eye on that as well. It's a really good lesson for us today. So let's make our way back across the city. I'm going home for my lunch now.
Right. Let's go.
Careful. live stream in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to be stopping for my lunch. We'll be restarting again this afternoon. Just let you know, we're going to be stopping this live stream in just a couple of minutes. I wonder if I can get back in this space. I think I can. Right. Nice little reverse. Well planned. We are done, so we are finishing for lunchtime. So thank you everybody for joining in, and I'll see you this afternoon. Hopefully, if you want to hit your notification, subscribe, notify buttons, and you should do that now as I get ready to finish this live stream.
I'll just give you a few moments and then I'm going to be going. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.